9 hours ago, 30,000 feet above the South China Sea, a Chinese J-16 fighter jet performed a high-speed barrel roll just 30 feet from the nose of a U.S. bomber. The Chinese pilot signaled back to base. One target, slow, unprotected, alone. He circled back for a second pass, his confidence peaking. Then he checked his instruments one last time, and every ounce of blood drained from his face. Welcome back to Big T Universal. Today we're looking at why alone is the most dangerous word in the Pacific. It's early 2026. A U.S. Air Force B-52H Stratofortress is on a routine freedom of navigation patrol. The B-52 is a legend, but let's be honest, it's older than most of the countries it flies over. First taking flight in 1952, this 70-year-old giant is slow, enormous, and has the radar signature of a flying apartment building. To the People's Liberation Army Air Force, or PLAAF, it looks like a fat, easy prize. Scrambled from Woody Island, a base built on a coral reef that looks like something out of a Bond movie, a J-16 fighter jet screams into the sky to intercept.
The Chinese pilot is a senior captain. He's done this before. In his mind, the Americans are soft. They fly straight. They don't react. He mistakes professionalism for fear. His J-16 is a 4.5 generation fighter. It's fast, armed with PL-15 missiles, and closing in at 600 miles per hour. He spots the B-52 on his radar from 50 miles out. It's impossible to miss. No escorts, no jamming, no support. The captain grins. This is gonna be easy. He begins the show. His first pass is a barrel roll directly over the bomber's fuselage, so close the B-52 crew can count the rivets on his belly. Inside the bomber, the aircraft shudders. The co-pilot grips the yoke, but the commander's voice on the radio is calm, almost bored, like it's just another Tuesday. Aggravated by their lack of fear, the Chinese pilot goes again, 20 feet this time. He cuts across the B-52's nose, his jet wash rocking the massive bomber. Warning lights flicker in the American cockpit, but the crew doesn't flinch. The Chinese pilot doesn't understand why they're so calm. He's about to find out. To understand what happens next, you need to know the golden rule of the Pacific. The B-52 is never alone. 11,000 feet above the J-16, an F-22 Raptor has been loitering in total silence since before the Chinese pilot even took off. The Raptor is a ghost, a $143 million shadow with taxpayer-funded engines and a very bad attitude. Woody Island's radar never saw it. The J-16's advanced sensors never saw it. The Chinese pilot has been putting on a circus for 20 minutes, and the Raptor pilot has recorded every single second of it. The Raptor pilot's patience just hit its expiration date. He pushes the stick forward, no afterburners, no radio calls, just gravity and intent. He levels off directly behind the J-16, 600 meters back, dead in the kill zone. This is what we call a teaching moment. The F-22 doesn't fire. He does something much more humiliating. He turns off his stealth. He switches his radio to active. The effect is instantaneous. Inside the J-16, alarms explode. Every warning light goes blood red. His threat receiver is screaming, "Missile lock! 6 o'clock! Close range!" The captain snaps his head around and freezes. Right there, sitting in his kill zone like it reserved a parking spot, is the Raptor, close enough to see the American pilot's helmet. The Chinese pilot panics. He brakes hard left, dumping chaff and flares like a scared squid spraying ink. He hits the afterburners, desperate to escape. The F-22 doesn't even chase. Running from a Raptor is like running from a Wi-Fi signal. You can try, but you're still connected. As the J-16 levels off miles away, gasping for air, the F-22 pulls up right alongside him, wingtip to wingtip. Smooth, effortless. The American pilot looks over and taps the side of his helmet twice. Smile. You're on camera. Every aggressive pass, every 30-foot flyby, it's all been time-stamped and packaged for the international news desks.
Then the Raptor pilot keys his radio. Nice rolls. Want to see how it's done? While maintaining a perfect missile lock, the F-22 performs a slow, flawless barrel roll around the J-16, never drifting more than 2 feet off axis. It's the aerial equivalent of someone stealing the ball from your hands and hitting the shot you just missed while making eye contact.
With a casual wing waggle, the universal sign for goodbye, the Raptor pulls up and vanishes. 1 second it's there, the next it's back into the void. 9:46. The senior captain doesn't make another pass. He doesn't say a word on the radio for the entire flight back. He lands, his flight suit soaked in sweat, and has to explain to Beijing how he got his portrait taken by a jet he didn't know was there. Somewhere over the South China Sea, that B-52 is still flying, straight and level. Because for the Americans, nothing happened. That's why you don't mess with the buff. You never know who's watching. For Big T Universal, I'll see you in the next one.